are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I got my first pay fucking yesterday, and I put it all on the credit card, and it did not even fucking move the needle. It didn't even fucking do any damage at all. I'm like, fuck, and I was thinking about it all day today at work. I was there sweeping, and sweeping is actually a lot harder than you fucking think. It's a nightmare because you got to get all these fucking little pebbles, these little rocks off the ground before you lay the waterproof. I'm a full fucking waterproofer now. That's my fucking trade. I don't even know why we're waterproofing. Seriously, I understand the concept. I understand that you need to waterproof. I just don't know why. Because they laid the concrete slab on top of it today. And I'm like, why couldn't you just fucking lay it straight on the top of the other concrete? Like, what's the fucking difference? Does it stop cracking or something? I have no idea. But waterproofing seems very important. But fucking, I've got to get the little pebbles up. Well, not me personally, but we were laying something down. So I had to get fucking these pebbles out of the way and rocks and shit. But you're not allowed to sweep. You're not allowed to dry sweep because it causes too much dust. And they're very concerned about silica in the air. Because Sydney sandstone is like 75% silica, and they're drilling right next to us. So I'm in a mask all day because I'm not fucking taking that risk. So when you're sweeping, you've got to hose the whole fucking slab down, and then you got to fucking sweep. And it's just a whole thing. It's a fucking nightmare. And I was sweeping and I was like, fucking, all it's going to take is like 16 more weeks, 20 more weeks. Fucking how many more weeks do I have to do this for? And this is one of those jobs that you can just leave as well. Everyone there is complaining about pay. Everyone is threatening to leave. Except me. I'm just like, fucking, just give me the hours. I'm doing the hours. And I'm paying these debts off. And then you're never going to see me in high-vis again. But I was just like going credit card today. Because it's like a mental battle. From fucking 3 o'clock to 5:30, that's tough. Those extra few hours are fucking rough. Because you've already worked a full day. And then you just throw in an extra 3 hours on top of the full day. And it's not like a chill 3 hours. This waterproofing is probably the worst job physically I've ever had. There's no part of the whole waterproofing process that you're like, oh, fuck yeah. It's this day. All we need to do is lay out the fucking membrane. None of it. It's all fucking difficult. You either crouch down or you're fucking holding something awkwardly or you're trying to lift a fucking 150 kilo fucking roll of membrane onto a trolley and then dragging it and it's rolling off the trolley because they haven't got purpose-built trolleys. Or you're plastic welding the membrane, just getting fumes, death fumes into you. Or you're shooting like the concrete nail gun that's got like more kick than a shotgun with your left hand outstretched and it's just breaking your fucking shoulder. It's fucking brutal. But I'm just like, this is it. Just fucking mental toughness through this shit. I was not happy when my entire pay went into the credit card abyss and it virtually did nothing. This could take longer than expected. I don't know if I can physically do it for very long. When I was younger, when I was doing like laboring and construction work, like this is in my 20s and shit, I just started comedy and I could fucking just do the work and think about comedy all day. Not that I worked real hard when I was doing construction when I was younger anyway, but I could fucking think of jokes and shit like that. All I'm thinking about all day at work is credit card and self-preservation. I'm like, there's only so many times I can bend down per day before I fuck my back. So keep the bending to a minimum. My knees are protected now because I've got my fucking knee pads, but now the back is starting to fucking twinge. It's fucking... This is brutal. I hope you know this is brutal. The only people not complaining are me and the Filipino guys. Everyone else is fucking whinging the whole time. I love listening to the whinging though. I find it encouraging. Oh my God. How the fuck did I get into this? Anyway, fucking... At the end of this, I know I'm going to be very happy with myself, but fuck. I'm like 2 weeks in. I wouldn't even say a full 2 weeks. It's like 10 days in. And fucking clearing all this debt looks in the fucking very distant future at the moment. I have to have it clear before summer because there's no way I can do this job in the summer. It's brutal. It's winter now, but when the sun's out and it's just fucking smashing you and you're on the membrane and you're in the fucking concrete jungle, it's fucked. I don't know how these old timers still move. I'll do this fucking little stint, but that's me done. Anyway, in the midst of all this, fucking working 6:30 to 6:30, the Boyle is still churning out the fucking Degeni diaries. So it's a couple of days late because my man, Shawnee, my good friend, my oldest friend, he fell through 2 days in a row, but I managed to get him tonight. So if you're on the Patreon and you want to hear if he is still sober after 3 months, if you listened to the first one, you would know that he'd just given up drinking. And I said I would come back to him in 3 months for an update. If you want to hear what's going on, then head to the Patreon. It's at boylecomedy.com. Fucking join. For the love of God, join. All I need is 200 people and then I can live a life of just fucking bliss and glory. Anyway, that'll do for today and I'll see you the fuck later.